Hey everybody, if you're curious about what's going on in the housing market, we're going to get into that video today. A lot has changed recently in the last few months. So we're talking about the Stockton housing market here specifically. Let's get into the first slide. We'll throw it up on the screen for you. A couple things that jump out to me right away is the pending sales. This is the red line that's going across the screen. Over the last couple months, we've declined in the amount of pending sales on the market. And also the dark green bars across the screen are the amount of solds we've had recently. And those have also declined. So that tells me, Richard, that we're seeing buyer demand wane here. It's less and less. Why do you think that is?
I think you said it right the other day. They've slammed on the brakes. When the market rates went up 3 times in a short period of time, the brakes went on, and they're still on. I guess you want to call it a little bit of a rate shock.
That's it. Yeah, the sticker shock and the interest rates. So we've seen the amount of pending sales and the solds slow down significantly. The light green bar across the top is the amount of homes on the market. Surprisingly, that's leveled off too. We had 516 homes on the market last month, and previously that was 526. So that has leveled off in the last few months. And there's also a lot of just word on the street here that sellers are kind of putting the brakes on too, right?
And we're heading into the holidays, so that's maybe another reason on top of it. But yeah, it looks like they are.
Yeah, so the next slide I want to show you, this slide here will show you the amount of homes on the market. But for the first time, I wanted to show you the amount of new listings hitting the market because that shows a similar trend here. Let's take a look at that. And this is my proof that a lot of the sellers are holding off here in the last few months. You can see it's gone from 333 to 271, down to 223 listings last month. So that's a significant decline in the amount of new listings that have come on the market here in Stockton.
Definitely. And with that, if the sales will just hold up or pick up maybe a little bit, then the inventory will come back down some and make it a real healthy market for us.
Yeah, these amount of new listings or the lack thereof have come on the market has really kept our inventory low. There's less sellers going on the market and there's less buyers even looking. This kind of feels like a little standstill here in the marketplace.
And what's it doing to our days on the market?
Let's take a look at that trend next.
Yeah, and like David said, now, how's that affecting the days on the market? As you can see, they're creeping up on us. Is 41 a lot of days on the market? Maybe compared to 6 months ago, but for the normal market across the nation, that's still not bad. David, what about this other chart?
Yeah, on the top of the line here, it's always a good trend to point out, good data point, and it's the list to sales price ratio. And as you can see, it was 95% last month, which means homes are selling a little bit under the asking price here, about 95% of the asking price. This is a far cry from a year ago or 6 months ago where it was above the asking price. So the market has definitely turned around in favor of buyers here. Give them the opportunity to purchase homes less than the asking price or with some incentives in place and whatnot. But our last chart of the day is to see what home prices are doing here in the area of Stockton.
And here's the pricing chart for us, and it's showing a good little leveling out. We're leveling out at the sold price of $447 and the for sale price of $510. A little bit of a gap there, but leveling out equally, and hopefully they come together a little bit closer. And for this time of year, that's not that bad. We're leveling out. We thought it might be kind of dropping by now.
Yeah, and it's all really going to hinge upon future inflation numbers and what interest rates continue to do. If they continue to rise, we're going to see less and less and less buyer demand, which is going to cause the inventory to continue to rise and ultimately put pressure on the home prices here. So really that key number now to watch now and into the near future is the inflation figures and interest rates, because that's going to be our leading indicator of future home prices. So if you're a home buyer looking to buy in the near future, continue to watch our videos because we're going to try to forecast out what's going to happen. And if somebody's a seller,
good luck on that one.
I know. I got to get my crystal ball out. But if you're thinking of home selling, you know, there's definitely not a trend of prices appreciation at this moment in time. As Richard said, it looks like they've leveled out in the near term. What happens next year is anybody's guess. Anybody's guess, really. But
I think one thing we can say for sure right now is that it's better for buyers, even though the interest rates are up, than it was 6 or 7 months ago.
that is true.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up our housing market update for the month of November of 2022 here for the city of Stockton. If you want to see our housing market updates each and every month, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. So which way do you think the housing market's going to go? Is it going to continue to rise or fall? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching this month's housing market update.